Hey guys, welcome back to the BublaSquad. Today we're going to be going over Vivid Voltage and my opinions on it. I decided I'm going to start covering more, mainstream topics because that's just what people seem to want to know, and honestly, my whole goal is to spread whatever I know to as many people as possible, so by covering modern topics, it should be much easier to get a bigger audience. Along with, I'm pretty sure you guys want to know my thoughts on it. So first and foremost, Vivid Voltage. So we all know, I'm pretty sure it's going to drop on November 13th. For those of you that don't know, Vivid Voltage is being short printed right now, and they don't have quite enough, so there's going to be another wave coming in December. And for those of you that didn't know about this either, Darkness Ablaze boxes, more of them are dropping in December. Plus Vivid Voltage, now the Ultra Super Premium Collection, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, the big black and gold box from Sword and Shield base, pushed back to December. Then we also have the Hidden Fates ETB reprint and the Champion's Path ETB reprint in December, so it's going to be a heavy month. Back to Vivid Voltage. So on Vivid Voltage, I'm seeing a lot of hype around it, and I just thought I wanted to give my 2 cents on it, try to play the devil's advocate here, because a lot of people are being really positive on it without doing a very good job of acknowledging the negatives that are going to come, that are inherent with this set. So first and foremost, everyone is referencing how well Legendary Heartbeat and Vivid and what's it called, Shocking Vault Tackle, the Japanese versions, sold. But at the same time, I wanted to pre-emphasize the idea that we are in a historical point in Pokemon where everything is selling like crazy. There's just nothing that isn't selling well. So we can't entirely rely off of the fact that the Japanese set sold really well. But that being said, the set is really strong in my opinion. So for those of you that don't know, I have a spider system, the way I analyze sets. So first and foremost, we look at supply. Horrible, but it's going to be fixed in December, and it's going to stay fresh in the printers. But when it comes to the set itself, the Pokemon in it, we got the 7 Amazing Rares, which I'm going to have my editor put up on the screen. And all of these are pretty sought after just because people want the 7. And the Japanese set, though, I recall that Jirachi was the most valuable because it was so playable in the TCG. On top of that, we have a couple odds and ends for Rainbow Rares. I know we got, what was it? Leon, B, and Nessa, which are 3 very popular trainers from this generation. Not to mention, we all know about Pikachu, or Chonkachu, in the set. So, not only do we have a new kind of rarity, 3 very beloved starters, or not starters, but trainers, plus a flagship Pokemon. I usually look for flagships in a set, in that they're the ones that are going to take the forefront, people like them. Pikachu is below Charizard, but he's still up there, like it's undeniable. Pikachu is one of the flagships of the whole series. Charizard just has his own special tier above everyone else, no one can compete. So overall, the set has a very solid foundation, but a lot of people who are trying to just sit on a ton of Vivid Voltage expecting it to go up really fast, I don't know how that'll pan out, simply because everything that's modern is going to be in the printers for a long time. Honestly, it's just going to keep being in the printers. Pokemon has shown that they are not afraid to just keep doing small reprints instead of one massive one like they did back during the XY era. They instead, from what I've gathered and from my warehouses have gathered, they are doing small reprints in order to avoid oversaturating the market. Just look at the tiny Hidden Fates tin reprints, the Elite Trainer boxes, Champion's Path boxes. They're small. They're nowhere near enough to satisfy the demand. Unbroken Bonds, Ultra Prism, they were small. It didn't completely collapse the market. So if you want to invest in Vivid Voltage, no, we're in a time period where that's not going to go out of print for a while. Like, they will reprint it over and over again so long as it's in rotation and they can't keep it on the shelves. That's why Sword and Shield base, even though it's out of print, for those of you that didn't know, I don't know how well it's going to age, because if suddenly the demand spikes because it's out of print, guess what? It's going straight back in those printers. Same thing could be happening to Vivid Voltage. Demand is insane. It stays in those printers. for months upon months, maybe even a year plus. So that's my thoughts on the booster boxes. I think they're solid, but it's going to be slow money. Everything right now is going to be kind of slow money. It might increase really fast rapidly or initially, but long term it's going to be held back by the amount of supply out there and the amount of people that believe this set is going to be good. Now, I wanted to address the pre-release kits. So I've been seeing some pre-release kits sell for some pretty ridiculous prices. And all I gotta say is, please, for the love of God, don't pay these prices. Don't pay for that. I know there's a Charizard pre-release in it, but let's be honest. Even if it ends up being kind of rare, like the team-up Charizard, there's just better places you can put your money in. And the reason the team-up Charizard was able to go so far up in value, there were less investors, hoarders, scalpers, as you want to call them, or whatever, in the hobby at that time. Right now, we are flooded with them, just because of all the mainstream media. So anything that has Charizard on it, even has the letter C, it's just going to be hoarded. Yeah, it might be a nice product, it might look nice, it might be limited, but there are going to be people sitting on cases and cases of them, and there's just so many other areas to go into that have a much lower opportunity cost. For those of you that don't know, opportunity cost is whenever you invest your money into one asset and that growth has to either match or exceed the growth of another area. Because if it doesn't exceed another area, then it costs you the opportunity of investing here. So even though you could get like 5% growth a year, or maybe even 3% yearly, there are some other options that will have 8, 10, 20% growth in a year, perhaps. Probably 8 to 10% is what I'm looking for. So your opportunity cost would actually be around 30%. You would have lost some money in the regards that you just didn't buy better options. And those pre-release kits, there's so many people that are going to be holding onto them and flipping them that I just don't see them as a good option. And I don't think you should be spending money to purchase these pre-release Charizards at the price that they're trying to flip them at. So overall, just to sum it up, do not buy those pre-release kits at the prices they're at right now. If you got them, fantastic for you. You can probably flip them easily. Long term, I don't know how they're going to do. There's going to be a lot of them out there, a lot of people sitting on them because they think that Pokemon Stonks is going to get them into retirement. If we talk about the booster boxes, fantastic. Those things are going to be fresh in the printer for a long time though. So keep that in mind. Do not sink too much capital in it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope this ended up helping you guys out. You got to see my more critical point of view, because I've seen way too many people hopping onto the hype train saying Vivid Voltage is this amazing set. Vivid Voltage is going to be incredible. But nobody is acknowledging all of the downsides that are going to come with it. When everyone is on the same page about if the set's going to be good or not, if everyone believes it's going to be good, inherently it can drive the price down because everyone's going to be sitting on it. Yeah, short term it may explode, but long term it's going to struggle climbing back up. It's going to have to staircase. Because everyone has it, and every time it increases, people are going to flood the market and either steady it or cause it to drop a little bit. So like I said, these are my thoughts on it. If you guys agree or disagree, just comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time.